New Balance have gone laceless, and today I'll tell you if it's a cop or a drop. The new laceless Tekela is a first for New Balance, but they mean business and claim that it's for ultimate mastery of the ball. Now, Lord knows that I could use some ultimate mastery help, so that sounds nice. But as always, it's not about the story and what the brand says, but how the boots feel on feet. And here, the Tekela 3 surprised me in a couple of ways. The new Tekela 3 takes a new direction and gives you a fully knitted upper with a hypo-knit sock. That's New Balance's equivalent to Flyknit and Primeknit, to give you that smooth and sock-like transition from boot to foot. And it features a seatbelt-like strap on the inside of the tongue area to help keep your foot locked in place. And once you finally, because it's kind of hard, get the Tekela 3 on, the fit is nice and sculpted and tight and really follows the shape of your foot generally very well, with a little bit tighter and more compressed sensation in the midfoot and a slightly more wiggle room and volume up front. Now, New Balance have cut a little bit down on the foam compared to the first generation of the Tekela, which means that you get less of this slipper-like cruise control, Chesterfield couch comfort level and more of the more rough, locked-in, performance-oriented fit here. This also means, however, that the upper is a bit stiff and rigid at first, but after a few sessions, it breaks in nicely and softens up, I would say enough for you to feel at home. The rather good thing about the tight fit though is the lockdown, which I actually enjoyed a bit more than I expected, to be honest, because the Tekela 3 manages to really lock and secure your midfoot tight inside the boot, making me feel more safe and secure inside of this than I would in, for instance, the X19 or the Nemesis 19 Pluses. Another thing that's on the plus side for the Tekela 3 is the sock here, which I literally didn't notice at all, which I enjoyed a lot, and simply gives you a relatively nice and pleasant fit and moves well with the foot. Now, as for sizing, the Tekela has typically before been very good for wide-footed players, but because of the tighter midfoot now, it might not be optimal if you have a foot the size of a boat anymore. And as for length, while it is a tad long, I went through the size and got what I feel is the best possible fit. The outsole is the same as on the Tekela 2, which was nicely balanced with square studs and rounded edges that moved well in the ground and felt pretty comfortable, so I don't have that many complaints. When we talk about the touch, that's really where the Tekela 3 shines for me, because New Balance have kind of taken their Kinetic Stitch technology to the next level. And when I say kinda, it's because in real life it's just raised knitted texture on top of the rest of the knit, so it's not exactly rocket science, but it's been engineered to give you the zones and the elements you need to blend it more naturally into the boot. And when you take that fact and combine it with how the boot is very thin on the upper, it gives me the sensation of being very symbiotically connected to the ball at all times, but also giving me enough grip and solidity when I dribble and strike the ball. And it's fun, and that's the most important thing playing with this, because it kind of gives my brain an enhanced feeling when I'm on the ball to a point that I actually like passing and pinging and striking the ball a lot in this guy. But while the touch was a pleasant surprise, there was also a surprise that was a little less pleasant. And for me, honestly, that is the stiffness of the upper. Because sure, it softens up over time and if you invest time in it, but it doesn't soften up enough for 2020 standards. And for me, I just wanted it to be softer and more padded and pleasant and comfortable, because that's what we've come to know the Tekela for in the last couple of years. And this basically doesn't feel like a Tekela because of that. And somehow it just doesn't sit right with me that New Balance's speed boot, the Furon, is softer, more padded, more pleasant, more comfortable than the Tekela. You just have to invest too much time in it. And with all the other comfortable control boots out there, that's just not soft enough. In other words, the Tekela 3 makes a bit of a bold change in direction, but if you invest a little bit of time in it, It's actually a solid, nice alternative if you want a laceless football boot. And if you are hooked, you can actually buy it already now from unisportstore.com if you click the link right over there. But of course not before you subscribe to the channel with the notifications on. And then once you're done shopping, you can come back here, click the playlist right down there, and learn some wicked football skills. And with that said, guys, I'm signing off. Cheerio.